And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. It is early in the morning. Oh my God, I need some coffee. We have a great show lined up. We've got crypto adoption happening, institutional. We got crypto getting into the stock market in Japan, not the United States yet. The securities. We're gonna get it. That's gonna be SBI Japan. We're getting into that. Let me start off here. It looks like Chini Lee is getting the final installment done. And that is awesome. We got 3 months for $500. While all this crypto, institutional government's getting involved. Like we've never seen anything like this in crypto. Amazing. Let me go straight to the disclaimer. My name is Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto, finances, zero, zilch, nada. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. This program is definitely for entertainment purposes only and hardcore drug use. Yes, every day I inject heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine. All of it pumps through my bloodstream. For the past 5.5 years, daily record high levels of drugs in my system. Just putting that out there as a legal disclaimer. All right. Let's get into this. So I've been in Austin for a few days, heading home today, back to Reno in the snow. Didn't really have any time to travel around Austin. I've been working, and that's how this trip kind of was. My takeaways: Austin, the downtown area, is unlike any other downtown I've ever seen, in a good way. First off, safe. This whole downtown area, there's like no bums. Okay, barely. There's like 3. Okay, maybe like 20. But we're talking a whole metropolitan area. This is big. This little town is no longer a farming town that I knew of 30 years ago, because we were going to move here as kids and stuff. I was in my 20s. It was earlier than that. My dad was going to move us to Texas for something. He decided not to. I was like, well, it's a farming community. It's not anymore. This thing's massive. The skyscrapers here. But I'm going to tell you what. Restaurants all over the place. Tons of employees. I don't know what it is here, but we were in JW Marriott at the ground level eating in a pretty nice little place. There must have been 30 waiters, waitresses there. I'm like, what? Just around me where I was eating, I could count 10. And the restaurant was 4 to 5 times as big as what the area I was. So there must have been 30 employees in there. You go to California, there's nobody to work. Like, I don't understand what's going on. But there's a ton of employees here. You always get service like quick. Like there's always people around to help you. In California, like, can I? Hey, excuse me. Hey, you come here. That's how it is in California. You can't get anybody to help you. And there's nobody working. Austin, super friendly people. The downtown area, there's none of this bum stuff in it. Barely any. Barely. You go to like California, Reno, or something like that. It's just like there's freaking bums all over the place. And I understand there's a difference between bums and homeless. Homeless people are those are people that are stuck in tight situations that are trying everything they can to get out. That's 1%. The other 99% are useless human beings. But yeah, Austin was super clean. Super clean. It's a nice it's a nice little place. I don't see myself living here ever unless I'm making like a shit ton of money. It's just, yeah, this not really, I can't see it, but anyhow, and the food, the barbecue, oh yeah. So that was my take from Austin. Now let's get to the main article here. Let me find it. First one, Brad Garlinghouse. Let's see what the CEO of Ripple has to say. I want to show you something right here. Now, we know that the SEC, the CFTC, now Brad Garlinghouse says crypto regulations 2-3 months. Let's go with this article because this is a trend that I'm seeing. And I started seeing this when I started giving away these 3-month $500 membership things. This is from The Block, pretty reputable crypto company. Ripple CEO sees a 90% chance. And I was like, what? 90% chance of the crypto bill passing by the end of April. This is just a little short blurb, not a deep dive or nothing. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse told Fox Business he sees a 90% chance a crypto market structure bill passes by the end of April. Oh, man. Let's keep going. Citing strong White House engagement following recent stablecoin talks. BGD Labs said it will stop contributing to Aave. Oh, interesting. After April 1st, ending a nearly 4-year role as a core technical builder behind major systems, including Aave v3. Let's go to this interview. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse told Fox Business 90% chance by the end of April. Brad says the White House is pushing hard on this, and I think that this is a big reason why it will get done. The White House held its third closed-door meeting, everybody. Look, good and bad. Good and bad, okay? Endgame, we're rich. Bad news, probably not as rich as we thought. Okay? You're going against, you and me, we're going against the banking system. They want to control it. The stock market, which is Wall Street, they want to control stuff. You got the government and these crazy Democrats, they want to control stuff. Then you got you and me. We're not going to get everything we want. But that's life, isn't it? If you get enough of the right crypto and you watch Crypto Hulk show, you got Caleb and Brown to protect your crypto, and you got the Crypto Hulk law firm to keep these little bastards from taking what we have, either the government or somebody sues you for some reason, which they'll think of. Somebody comes over to your house, purposely slips and falls and breaks their hip or something and sues you for $5 or $10 million. I mean, just shit like that, all right? I got my Crypto Hulk law firm. They sent me my LLCs and stuff. I'm all covered. So now it's fine. If somebody can sue me, fine. You ain't getting shit, okay? That's why we have the Crypto Hulk law firm. Consider that. It's not how much crypto you buy, it's how much crypto you keep. I'm trying to tell you guys this. Especially these whales that I talk to. Some of you guys, before the crypto dumped, you had 3 to 4 million in crypto. When this thing goes up, you guys are going to have hundreds of millions. I already know. Let's look here. The White House held its third closed-door meeting with crypto firms and banks on Thursday to resolve stablecoin yield rules, one of the final sticking points in the broader legislation. Banks have pushed, here we go, for stricter limits on stablecoin yields to protect deposits, while crypto firms warned such restrictions could stifle innovation. See, the top banks that control the money transfers. See, JP Morgan, just to let you know, I believe JP Morgan makes 25 to maybe 30% of all their money on you and me just sending money from bank to bank and doing all these things. That's how they make like 1/3 of their money. So imagine if somebody was coming in and saying, yeah, we're going to take 1/3 of your paycheck every week or every month you get paid, whatever it is. That's quite substantial. We're talking billions and billions and billions a year. So there's a fight over that. And that's why, again, this crypto's taken so long to take off, is because you're not going to leave JP Morgan out in the cold. That's not going to happen. So somehow and then the government, there's no way the government's got to maintain control of all this stuff. So like I'm telling you, there's going to be good and there's going to be bad. We're going to end up rich, just not as rich as we thought. Okay. We're not going to be poor, but you're not going to have like $100 million. Maybe you'll have like, I don't know, a tenth, like $10 million bucks. They're going to take 90%. We get 10, like, like, I don't know. I'm just letting you know, don't hold your breath, but just, you're going to be rich. So lawmakers continue refining the crypto bills framework governing crypto oversight and stablecoin rewards, with prediction markets showing rising but uncertain odds of passage. Look, all this is going to pass, but you're going to have to pay off the people at the top, okay? That's how this goes. Let me check some comments on this thing here real quick. Let's go. I will try to watch live, and it'll be difficult. Let's see. Chris Sharpie. Anderson will have my trust finished any day now. That's why we got this. We're getting all set up, because when this crypto takes off, maybe we're not going to the moon in a couple months, but it's going to take off and crypto prices will rise, and you'll want that legal protection from the Crypto Hulk lawyer. Let's go to the next article. XRP. This article is from TradingView. TradingView's rather popular. They sure picked up quick on crypto. I don't remember seeing TradingView that much. I've known about them for 5.5 years, but I haven't really seen TradingView up until about a year ago. Then they started doing all kinds of crypto stuff. So let's see what they have to say here about XRP. XRP is tipped as central. So let me tell you something. TradingView at tradingview.com, they handle everything investments, okay? So they're not just crypto, just in case you don't. Some of you know way more about TradingView than me. I don't know anything at all. Listen to this article here. This is from TradingView, who deals with all kinds of investment stuff. The title is XRP tipped as central bank bridge asset, bigger than Bitcoin. A seasoned investor's bold claim about XRP has reignited a common question in crypto markets. Could a token built for fast settlement ever outgrow the original store of value? So let's stop for a minute. We already know whoever wrote this article is a complete dumb shit, okay? Let me see if I can find somebody. This is from News BTC. So it looks like TradingView is using an article from News BTC. I'm going to look to see if anybody has the guts to admit they wrote this article. Hold on. No. And rightly so. Whoever wrote this article, they're so embarrassed they're hiding their name at News BTC. And of course, nobody at TradingView wants to say, I'm the one who brought this article. Okay, here's what's sad. A seasoned investor's bold claim about the original story of, okay, Bitcoin. So it's school time, classes in session. Bitcoin was made by the government of somebody or the combination of governments. Bitcoin had a white paper, and in that white paper, Bitcoin was designed, listen, Bitcoin wasn't an original store of value. Bitcoin started through the white paper as a payment system, but it failed day one. Oh, man. Crushing blow to Bitcoin. It failed as a payment system. You know why? And I told you already why. Because college dropouts, probably at the community college level, created Bitcoin. That's why. Okay. C student, community college stuff. Okay. C student, community college dropouts. They were probably about 21 years old, 20. They invented Bitcoin and it failed miserably. Now, after the government spent who knows how many millions of dollars on this Bitcoin project, they didn't want to walk away like they were a failure and had a bad case of butt hurt. Okay. So what they did is they had to rebrand this failure called Bitcoin, and they called it a store of value. Whew, okay. Whew. It doesn't work as a payment system. Oh shit. What are we gonna do? The government gave us like $50 million to make this thing. Shit. Call it a store of value. Just fucking do that. See if they'll accept it. And the government did, because they didn't know what they were doing either. So that's why whoever said this, will XRP ever outgrow the original store of value? Bitcoin wasn't even an original store of value. That's so fucking stupid to say that shit, but let's keep moving. I already know where this article is going to go, okay? Let's keep going. According to posts on X by Bitcoin backer called Pumpius. That's who I work for TradingView, let's say, and I'm going to put an article written by somebody called Pumpius. That's like desperate as an 80-year-old hooker. Okay, let's continue. According to posts on X by longtime Bitcoin backer Pumpius, that is so fucking stupid. If central banks adopt a single on-chain bridge, XRP could eclipse Bitcoin by a magnitude. Okay, here's what Pumpius is saying. Just shit we've been saying on this channel for 6 years. Pumpius now gets it after 6 years of Cryptoholic being on. What? That's when you say, welcome to the party, okay? 6 years. So for 6 years, this motherfucker's had it all wrong. Now all of a sudden, he's like, XRP could take over. Oh no. Well, I knew that. Let me tell you something. I got into crypto, and after 3 months, I already knew Bitcoin was a pile of shit. How the fuck did this guy not know this? Okay, but let's continue. Maybe he's special needs or something. Reports note recent market moves that have worried policymakers and traders. The trading desk at the Federal Reserve requested indicative dollar-yen quotes after a sharp move in the yen, a step that Treasury officials had asked for. Every central bank will use XRP as the bridge asset. This is what Pumpius says. We've only known this for 6 years. I have a question just from the back of the class. This is a low IQ class, by the way. You just found out now? This guy Pumpius just found out now that every central bank will use XRP? Like we've already known this for like 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I mean, I'm trying to see, how is this news? Why is TradingView even pull on their? I mean, I had past tense respect for TradingView, but now I'm kind of wondering, like, what is going on? Like, channel on the front page of the news. Oh God, this article's done. I'm just showing what a train wreck, the total train wreck. See, look, I'm clicking out of it. Next, we're going to talk about SBI Japan. But look, everybody, okay. When you watch Crypto Hulk, you're 5.5 years ahead of Pumpius. Pumpius just realizes, it seems, that central banks will be using XRP. Just realizing it. I sure hope Pumpius isn't who you get your news from, because you're not in a good situation. You're a train wreck waiting to happen. So let's go with the SBI holdings. Here we go. Now, SBI put this out. This is massive right here. We're dealing with XRP in the stock market, everybody, and in Japan, not United States. Now, this is officially from SBI Holding. Let me blow it up so we can read this. SBI Holdings in Japan hereby announces it is preparing to issue bonds for individual investors. This is for people like you and me. Everybody, I'm telling you. XRP, SBI Holdings. Let me tell you something. Canton coins mixed up in this. And a security. And a security token that SBI made. And it runs on Ripple. SBI is a massive. Let me show you something right here real quick. This is something no other channel has. I've only been showing you this about 3 years now. Nobody else, just me, 3 years. Look what little surprise we have right here. What is this? If you look at the top, it says Ripple Trade Japan. You can clearly see like the starting of the Ripple logo right there. If we look down here, you can see like this is 2014. SBI has been a Ripple partner from like day one. You can see the little notations right there. You can read this little page. Very small, but I'm just showing you. This SBI is straight up Ripple. So let's go to this SBI. What did they announce in this 2-page SBI announcement? SBI Holdings, Ripple partner since 2014, announces that it is preparing to issue bonds for individual investors. That's retail like you and me. In the form of security tokens, crypto, okay? And it's titled SBI Holdings First Series Unsecured Security Token, a digitally registered transfer system bonds. They're going to be called the SBI Start Bonds, START, Start Bonds. Today, SBI Holdings submitted an amended shelf registration statement to the director. Let's see, this will be the first bond issuer. Remember again, first time, first mover advantage, right? Here we go again, Crypto Hulk Show. You are getting a first mover advantage. First bond issuance by SBI Holdings in the ST bond format, beginning March 25th. I want you to see something, everybody. What have I been telling you now the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Trump's going to be signing a bill in 2 to 3 months. We're seeing this thing rolling out in Japan. March. The United States will be watching Japan, not us, Japan, releasing crypto tokens for retail. People like you and me. Not even happening in the United States. Think Trump's going to sit around and just let this fucking shit happen? No, not going to happen. March 25th. In 1 month, Japan is rolling out crypto securities. Let's take a look right here. They're scheduled to be handed on the proprietary trading systems called START, operated by the Osaka Digital Exchange. Everybody, check it out. It's all getting set up. No, you're not rich tomorrow. I know you heard the news today. You're not going to be rich tomorrow. Even though you heard the news today, you're not going to be rich tomorrow. So if you can understand that, let's keep going. If not, go back to watching whatever Moonboy channel you're watching with the fake price predictions. XRP, $1,000, January 1st. White teeth. Okay. The purpose and background. You have this right here. I'm going to show you. This is a massive deep dive we're going to get into with who's connected. I'm going to try to speed this up if I can. Let me see where we're at. About halfway done with the show. Okay. I just gave you the information that in Japan, like the biggest bank, massive Ripple partner, let's just put it like this. Everything in Japan is Ripple, okay? Just my opinion, there's plenty of facts to go with it. What we're seeing here is crypto being introduced into the Japanese stock market, where regular people like you and me can buy crypto, security tokens. This is not happening in the United States. I'm letting you know. What do you think Trump's going to do about 1 month from now when this gets released? What do you think is going to happen in America? We're just going to sit around and be, yeah. What do you think, Jim? Should we allow crypto in the United States? No, I don't think we should. No. Japan's doing this. Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. Switzerland's, oh, that's okay. We don't need to do nothing. We don't need to do nothing. Just the richest country in the entire world. Yeah, we don't need to do nothing. 2 months. 2 months at the most. This thing's taken off. Now, I had Grok deep dive that article. What I'm going to do is I'm going to summarize it and cherry pick it, okay, to make it painless as possible. We're going to find out what cryptos are involved in this. And you will not be rich tomorrow. I have to put that disclaimer in there because some people think they're going to buy crypto today and then tomorrow be rich. That shit doesn't happen on my channel. What I just sent you was an official announcement from SBI Holdings, a major Japanese financial company. It plans to issue SBI Holdings Incorporated first unsecured security token. Nickname is Smart Bonds. It's going to be worth, all of them will be worth about $80 billion in American money. And they're going to have these ST tokens, okay? Targeted for retail people like you and me. They're going to make $80 million of this stuff. Is it a test? No. But it's a small rollout, okay? Notice it's 80 million. It's not 800 million. They're going to start small. This is real. It's not monopoly money. It's not fake money. It's real money. They picked, $64 million worth of this stuff because whenever you do something for like the first time, you don't want to go crazy. So what you want to do is release a certain amount of these that you could afford to lose. So this is their introduction. This is not a standalone crypto project or a token like a typical utility token, but rather this is tokenized corporate bond issuance by a traditional fintech giant. This is going, listen to this, to bridge traditional finance and blockchain. So they're going to take all the old school money and the new technology put it together. This is what we're seeing. I'm showing you how the world is going to be doing this, okay? This is one of the first countries to do this. This represents SBI Japan's push into an on-chain financial product with incentives tied to crypto. This is a gateway drug. You know how people used to say, oh, if you smoke marijuana, you'll end up doing cocaine and everything. Okay, well, it's true. I started with marijuana, and now I'm with cocaine, heroin, opium, and all that shit. But what we got here, this is a transition from the old school financial to the new. I'm showing you it here right now. This is how it all moves. This is how all that old school way of doing stuff moves into the modern day crypto. You're watching it each day. I'm going to show you example after example. Look, when you get rich, I have no idea. It's when this thing fully takes off. These companies haven't even started. See, a lot of people are like, well, when can I sell? When can I sell and make all this money? If you'd watch my fucking channel, you wouldn't ask that stupid ass question, all right? What we have here is the beginning, dumb shit. We have the very beginning of governments, corporations getting into crypto, and then eventually, not now, then eventually start using it day to day. That's where we're at. So you're lucky if you have the right mindset, which 99% of people don't. If you have the right mindset, you're going to watch this program and be like, wow, Crypto is showing us how each bank, each day, these companies, these corporations are incorporating crypto, DeFi, Web3, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm showing you how they're incorporating it one by one, and pretty soon 10, 100, 1,000, then it's green light time, okay? We are at, for those that are brand new, we are at the beginning of the end of adoption. Meaning, there's all these things that took place. Crypto has not even begun to take off. You need to understand these things. Hasn't even begun to take off. We are in the last phase of adoption. We've already invented all this stuff. Now we're trying to implement these governments and banks to use it. We've just begun that implementation stage. I'm showing you now. Japan is incorporating cryptocurrency into the stock market. Then it goes into the commodities market. Then crypto goes into the government. Then we're at the beginning stage. So you need to understand where we're at. Then you quit getting frustrated and asking me stupid ass questions, okay? You got to watch the show longer than 10 minutes, please. Don't be like this 10 to 15 minute people. You got 3 million questions because you don't watch the fucking program. That's why. If you just sit down, shut your mouth, and just watch what we're going over here, you'll understand everything that's going on. But you only got 10 minutes, so go watch that other channel because I don't got time for these dumb shit questions. What do we got here? Now, there's a guy named Yoshitaka Katal. He's the person that runs SBI. Okay, he's in charge of all this, and he loves XRP and Ripple. Okay. SBI is a major fintech player with subsidiaries. Okay, SBI is the main company. They got banking, they got crypto, they got loans, they got this, they got that. So SBI has their hands in everything. Everything financial. Let me look. You got the Osaka Digital Exchange is a partner of this. And again, these bonds, these crypto bonds they're selling, they green light March 25th. Okay, SBI Group has extensive history in fintech. They are in early Ripple XR. This is all according to Grok. They are Ripple XRP from day one. That's 2014. I just showed you the evidence. No other channel has ever shown you that. Initial XRP amount corresponding to subscription. I'm just reading off XRP on interest payments, March 2027. Oh, I guess starting in March, the XRP involved with this SPI, you'll be earning interest. I don't know how much. Remember, like I said, it's going to be good and there's going to be some bad. That's just life. There's heavy, according to Grok, heavy XRP Ripple ecosystem integrated in all of this. SBI is a long-term Ripple partner, including past NFTs. Oh, get ready get ready for everything, everybody. Everything you ever wanted is all going to be done. You got XRP at the center of this one. Got CoinDesk. Let me look through here. No red light, no red flags. Let's see, government, Conto, bank or financial. Of course, you got the Sumishin Bank, SBI Bank. These all the biggest banks in Japan are super Ripple friendly. Just saying. Like this, everybody knows. That's in crypto. You should know all that. Bootstree. You got a company called Boostry, Boostry. They're a part of this. They deal with full on-chain issuance. There's something called SBI Venture Capital Trade Company. They're dealing with crypto exchange for XRP benefits distribution. XRP incentives. What I'm seeing is Grok report is just a lot of Ripple XRP talk all throughout it. Like they're integrating it, and Ripple is facilitating payments and stuff dealing with this. Osaka Digital Exchange. So they have a proprietary smart system. The proprietary trading system is called START. Is Japan's first dedicated secondary trading market for security tokens. This is a regulated platform. I bet you it's Ripple Singapore. Remember Ripple Singapore when I showed you that? That was 2013-14. And you could buy, sell, trade, swap. That's what this is. START, in my opinion, is Ripple Singapore. I'll bet you. It wouldn't be anything else. See, Ripple Singapore, I showed you 3 years ago. I started showing you this. Nobody else has it except Crypto Hulk channel. It was a platform where Ripple was using. We could buy, sell, and swap derivatives, gold, silver, stocks, securities, all these things. I've showed you that article a million times. That's what this is right here. It's Ripple Singapore technology. Finally, after 12 years, the shit gets going. Look, they've been waiting 12 years to do this. According to this article, SBI has been involved with Ripple since 2016. No, it's actually 14. I have the evidence for it. Grok's wrong. I just showed you guys that picture. It was the date on that was 2014. Grok's saying 16. That's incorrect. Okay, Amazon Cloud is involved in this. Let's take a little look here. Amazon Web Service and Ripple are collaborating to enhance the XRP ledger by using Amazon's Bedrock generative AI to analyze systems log. We already know Amazon and Ripple are partners. I just showed you the evidence. I just read off to you the evidence from that's Google AI. Here is evidence about the cloud service, specifically Amazon partner profile. This is from an Amazon page showing you how in deep they are with Ripple and all their X Current and X Rapid and all that shit. This SBI Japan stock information, it's Ripple. They're using Amazon Cloud. I just showed you the evidence with Amazon and Ripple. So we got Ripple and Amazon partner in here. Let me continue. No red flags, social media, government. Use case. Nomura, Mitsubishi, they're all mixed up in this. Amazon Web Service right there. Again, Grok is showing us again. It's Amazon is all mixed up in this, and that's a Ripple partner. MUFG is mixed up in this. That's a Ripple partner. It's a major Japanese, Japan's biggest bank. MUFG, Ripple partner. Morgan Stanley is mixed up in this. Red flags. Next, R3 Corda. That's the XDC crypto. Oh shit. That's the other. Let me read it off to you. R3. They're looking for partnerships. R3 Corda, comma XDC crypto, comma Canton Network. That's the Canton coin. Everybody, just thought I'd let you know. T-Rise. T-Rise Crypto. That's the other one. Let me take a look. R3 Corda, founded by R3, 2014. The guy that founded, his name was David Rutner. He's ex-Citibank, IBM. We all know that IBM had Hyperledger, and that's stellar. but I'm not saying Stellar's involved in this. I'm just reading off. SBI joined R3 10 years ago in 2016. R3 is all mixed up in this, so that would get your XDC crypto right there. XDC crypto, Zinfin. There we go. Zinfin digital contract. That means the Chinese are all up in this. SBI Venture Capital Trade, first Japanese exchange to list XDC in the year 2023. SBI XDC Network, APAC 2023, it shows 60%, SBI 40% Trade Finex. I'm not familiar what that means, but XDC is all up in the air. Canton Network, Canton Network. The company, a digital asset that made Canton Network, was founded in 2014. It's a Canton Network's a privacy-enabled blockchain. SBI Holdings. R3 Corda, which uses the XCC cryptos, interoperable, integrated. R3 Corda integrated with SBI's ecosystem used in the S coin. That's what we're talking about right here. The start coin or whatever that thing the security we're talking about today. They were working on this shit 6 years ago. It combines. Here's what we got going on. SBI and this coin is hooked up with R3 Corda and Ripple both for regional currencies and payouts. Now they did SBI with the special security, R3 Corda and Ripple in Canton. They did a proof of concept with XDC 2014. 2 years ago. They've been done with this shit for 2 years, everybody. They used Corda as a bridge. XDC crypto tied to SBI via listings, proof of concept. Interoperates with Corda for cross DLT settlements. They're using the coin XDC, Canton, this smart coin, if you want to call it that, XRP, all of these are being used. I'm just showing you. Those cryptos I just mentioned, highly suggest you look into buying them. Core adoption, S-Coin platform. The S-Coin platform, what we're talking about now, integrates Corda and Ripple. Proof of concept was done with XDC that runs on Corda. This was done in 2024. So for 2 years, they did a proof of concept, and the shit works beautifully. Social media, ODX bonds. Okay. Funding is institutional as SBI's venture capital arm invests. Here we go. Invests in R3 in 2016. XDC in 2023. Digital asset / Canton backed by investors like Goldman Sachs and SBI's role in the Canton with all this is partnership based. Partnership based. See, Goldman Sachs was just the money. Canton, partnership based. So obviously, Goldman Sachs is a bank. They probably have computer techs and stuff like that, coders. But they were all Goldman Sachs did is give the money. But um, the SBI with Canton and shit is partnership based. They weren't Canton wasn't giving any money. They were acting as only a partner in this. So that's very, very good. For those of you that got the Canton coin, XDC, XRP, you're all good. And if you live in Japan, you can buy the actual crypto smart token, which is a security. Now, they're going to use Progmat, Progmat. We've gone over this. There is a Progmat token. I don't know if it's just institutional. There is a token also called Ichigo, Ichigo. It's a token. These are two, I think, banking related tokens. You might not be able to buy these, but if you can buy Progmat or Ichigo, then go for it because they're involved in this as well. So this coin, this security coin, it looks like even around 2020, 6 years ago, it's already done. They basically just been sitting around on this thing for like 6 years. XDC, XDC and Trade Finex, SBI Holdings 2023. Yeah, all this stuff. Um, So we got Digital Asset is the company that made Canton Coin, right? So Digital Asset and SBI, that's the bank for this, via Canton 2023. This with Canton Coin was already involved in this project we're going over today 3 years ago. 2.5. I mean, it says 2023, so it's almost like 3 years. They're leveraging DAML. That's the smart contract. So this whole Canton Coin, R3 Corda, XDC, Ripple. This has been going on for 3 to 4 years. Canton Coin is right there. So all you people that got Canton, congratulations. Hold on. Let me click out of this. That one there. Let me check the comments here. Thar Immune. Yeah, Thar Immune. We went over that one. It's amazing. The sun's coming up on the east, so it's getting in my eyes here. Ripple Thar Immune. Good morning, Hulk, says Coasty. I'm hoping Kalen Brown will have rise. Oh, now this is just so I met Kalen Brown's owners last night. The people at SwiftX, great group of people. Very team player oriented. I like this. Kalen Brown, they like and appreciate how Kalen Brown is set up. They don't want to destroy it. They're very much all a team on this. SwiftX, to me, they see great value in Caleb and Brown. SwiftX does. And I met with both Caleb Brown people and SwiftX yesterday and the day before. And got a better understanding on what is the relationship like now, because SwiftX bought Caleb and Brown. SwiftX, I think they said they have 1.5 million customers in Australia. In Australia, there's 27 million people or whatever, and SwiftX has 1 out of 25 of those customers. So Um, the two companies seemed, in my opinion, to be together. I spoke with both. I was talking with the SwiftX CEO, just like right next to me at a table, and we're just like talking about crypto related activities and stuff, and how my channel utilizes his company's crypto custody, and about how Caleb Brown, how we came about working together and stuff. We talked about the future, and then he asked me. Now he's looking into this. He's seriously looking into this. He's like, Crypto Hulk, what do you think Crypto Hulk people want the most? Like, if you were to name all the things your fans keep asking for and stuff, I'm like, well, staking. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I said, we got the custody. Nobody's worried about getting their crypto hacked at all. And he's like, that's good. And I said, yeah. Like, because I was worried. That's why, I mean, I didn't buy crypto for 4.5 years. I was afraid of getting hacked. And then I figured out Caleb Brown, and then I got Fireblocks. And then all the banks use Fireblocks, not the little ledgers. So I went with Caleb Brown, and I'm super happy. He's like, "But what do you think your fans like want?" Like he said, if I was going to work on something next, I'm like, "Oh, what would your fans want?" I'm like, "Well, we want everything, but if we had to narrow it down, secure, staking, earning interest kind of stuff without getting hacked. We don't want to take risks. If it's a risk where if a hack happened, we might lose our shit. Nope, we don't want it. But if it's 100% secure and our crypto stays in custody, but somehow you guys do some magic or whatever, and then, but my crypto never leaves cold storage, then yeah, staking, earning yield. That's what Crypto Hawk fans want. He's like, I will seriously look into it and see if we can pull it off. That's what he said. Whoa. Now, I got other news I can't tell you. And it was very exciting it was almost like I was in a board meeting room with two companies, Caleb Brown and SwiftX. There's some pretty exciting stuff coming down the line, which I can't talk about. I want to. Let me tell you something. You guys are going to be happy. They trusted that they're going to tell me stuff, then I got to keep my mouth shut. I'm like, oh my God, you don't even know. That's not my show. But if I wanted them to tell me stuff, I can't say nothing. So there are some very positive things going to be happening over the next 3 to 6 months. I can't uh, globally. That's all I'm going to say. So be prepared. Caleb Brown, SwiftX, is working on some great things for the company and for you. And we got a winner. It was a no brainer. Like, I already knew this company was good. I just wanted to have you guys as the test rats, right? You guys were the test rats to start it off. Then you liked it. So then I joined after you. But after sitting there discussing with these corporations, I've got there's great news that's coming down in the next 3 to 6 months, and I think I'll wrap it up with that today. And yeah, Mark says if we never have to move our assets and can make money, then hell yeah. I mean, it sounds kind of like a no brainer. Um, but over the past couple years, like I'm not trying to stake my stuff to lose it. No, it's not. So there's always going to be risk with some people, not with me. So my thing is, I got my crypto on Caleb Brown. Nobody's going to steal it. Now, I'm sure I'm not earning any I could be earning an extra 4. I mean, really, if you had about 50 grand worth of crypto, you could probably be pulling in 4 to 500 a month in interest or staking, right? 4 to 500 a month's pretty cool. That could mean every month you get 400, $500 to go buy free crypto. Fuck. They're working on that seriously. The CEO that controls both companies told me, Crypto Hulk, I'm gonna try my best to make this to figure out what we're gonna do. I don't want to say that he promised anything else. He's gonna seriously look at it and seriously try to make it happen. But my thing was security. I'm not trying to risk, so fuck it. Like if we can't get the same Kalen Brown protection, I'm not trying to give up nothing. So he said, okay. That I said that's a condition. I'm like, yep. No one's. I'm not trying to lose all my shit. Just like the what? Make $500 a month? Fuck that. I said if I can't get 100% protection, nope, not happening. So I'm not trying to lose $10 million of crypto so I can make $400 a month. That shit's not gonna fucking work. Okay. So they will look into it. Thanks for advocating for us, Hulk. Teamwork. This is very much a team. My channel is my reputation. I'm not gonna say $1,000 XRP by January 1st. That's so fucking stupid. But we've got two organizations we're working with, and I met the CEO. That was pretty cool. One of Australia's top exchanges, asking what do Crypto Hulk fans want the most. So I get to listen to it when Jim shows up on Thursdays. We do the show and stuff. I keep hearing coming up, staking. We want staking. I want to earn yield. Da, da, da. Okay, well, you might start earning 3 to 4 to 500 bucks every single month. I don't know what the numbers will be. I really don't, but depending on how much crypto you have, some of you guys got 30,000, 50, 100, 150,000 bucks worth. Some of you guys got millions. So I don't know what your numbers will be. I don't know how much you're going to earn. Depends on how much you got. So, but hey, even if you get 200 a month and you got a small amount of crypto, then that's 200 free dollars of crypto every single month until we take off. And that 200 a month will turn into thousands and millions. So if you pick the right one and it hits. So it was a very positive past couple days. I'm looking forward to getting back to Reno. Austin's nice. The weather is probably about the weather is great. The people are great. It's just I like more West Coast for me. Um, but I didn't really get a chance to drive around anything to see Austin. But it's from the plane. I kind of understand. From the plane, everything's just flat and kind of looks like desert. So anyhow, that'll be it. I'm going to end this live stream. Got to get some workout done. Catch a flight back to Reno in a few hours, and I'll see y'all then.